I need to build an intro, like, you know how we have like our comic book intro? I need to do that for these live shows. I need to hire Chris Luby and make us a Marvel, no, a Star Wars and a Marvel like show intro.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool. Well, welcome to the review of Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 5. It's 5 in Spanish. It's 5 in Spanish. Anyway, yeah. So let's just dive deep. Let's get into it and talk about this week's and the penultimate episode of Obi-Wan. There's just those two concepts.
It's all the same now, right?
Well, yeah, those two concepts kind of just merge together. Anyway, episode 5 of Kenobi. We're gonna do things a little differently. I'm not gonna go in order with the show. I'm gonna kick off with Vader, looking out into space as he is reminiscing about his days pre-Clone War. Mm-hmm. And we'll get into that because we got what you said we were gonna get, which is Hayden Christensen. Mm-hmm. Flashbacks as him as a Padawan.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. So, show starts with actually them tracking Obi-Wan to the new planet system with the path. And in doing so, I need to double check my slides. Yeah. So, he's looking out into the vastness of space. They're on their way. And Reva, comes up and is like, "Yo, he's on this planet. We go get him." Or she's more concerned with the path. And at first I was like, well, wait, like, why are you so kind of enthralled with that? Because you were all about, getting up Obi-Wan's booty, and now you're about the path. And Vader kind of puts it like, the only thing that matters is Obi-Wan. You're like, okay, cool. Well, he's over there. So, bing, bang, bong, bing, bong. Reva becomes Grand Inquisitor via Vader's, appointment, essentially, because what's his name is dead. What's that guy's name? The Grand Inquisitor that's bald, that's got the shiny point. That guy's dead.
Yep. No idea.
Dead. And so, like, immediately, I was already starting to think, like, well, that's got to be like she gets like a little pendant, right? And I was like, that's got to be like a tracking device or like some kind of like a recorder, right? Like a microphone, like I'm gonna listen to you, I'm gonna spy on you.
Something
right?
For spying.
Yeah, exactly. And so you could already kind of tell that there's a little bit of a crack here, right?
Yeah.
So then we cut to immediately we get freaking pre-Clone War, young Obi-Wan, or middle-aged Obi-Wan and young Anakin getting ready to train at the temple. And when this happened, I was like, oh, this is cool. And like we only got like them beginning, like starting that they're gonna train, and then they cut to like other scenes in the show, and I was like, if that's all we get, I'm be pissed. Like if that is the only thing we get, clearly we don't. And so like cutting through the episode, we got this flashback with them training and showing like how reckless Anakin really was, how headstrong he was, how aggro he was, and just very stubborn. And I thought that was a really nice touch. I really liked seeing that in the episode.
You know what I really liked seeing in this scene in particular? Like the flashback scene here with them dueling.
Yeah.
That they didn't bother to touch up Hayden Christensen's face. That I looked at that motherfucker and go, God damn, that man is every bit of 41 years old.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and I've heard a lot of criticism on that, and I find it, some people are upset about it.
It's such a stupid thing to be upset.
I'm like, yeah, I heard a review that I wanted to listen to just to kind of get another like side of it, and like I couldn't get past it. I was like, dude, shut up. Who cares? Like, this is the stuff we wanted. We didn't want to just see him as a ghost. Like, we wanted to see past memories. We're hoping to see another battle between him and Obi-Wan where, the helmet gets kind of cracked and you see, like, the side of his face. That would be dope, too. I'm still crossing my fingers for that one. But this scene was badass. I thought it was perfect.
Second best scene in the episode.
One, like, you know, the cool thing that I liked was you could see like moves, like move sets that were in Revenge of the Sith, where they were like, like they were going at, like it wasn't just like, ha, like it was intense. To the point where Obi-Wan gets de-weaponized by Anakin halfway through the battle, and he gets cornered. But again, this whole fight scene is being referenced throughout the entirety of the episode, and kind of showing that Anakin really still hasn't changed, which I thought was kind of cool. You know, I mean, obviously he's changed. He doesn't have arms and legs, and he's a robot now, but I thought that was really cool. Yeah. And, you know, I'm doing it disjustice in the sense of, like, how it was presented. How it was presented was very well done. I think they did a great job of showing, you know, how certain parts of the fight was representing itself within the current situation that we were watching in the present, which I really liked. So we cut to the planet. Obi-Wan, you know, is starting to figure out that Vader's setting a trap for him, and you know, he's got all these people on the path. They got to get out. They realize that the Empire is just literally knocking at the door, and he's having the same flashback, right? Like, he's coming to the realization of what Anakin's going to do next. What's he going to do next? He knows that Anakin knows that he can't not fight the good fight. He knows that he won't abandon these people. Like, he's going to try to figure out a way until his last breath to save these people while he's being hunted. And I just think the best part about this episode, and I'm just saying in an overall idea, was just we're getting more and more of Vader's ruthlessness in actual cinema or what am I trying to say? Visual aspects, right? Like we got it in the comic books. I mean, there's I don't know what comic book it's in. But there's a one where he's like on a planet and he's literally surrounded by rebels, and like he says, like, all I see is, like, I'm surrounded by fear and death, and it's just him, and there's like thousands of soldiers, and he's about to just lay waste to them.
Right.
You know, that's ruthless, but we've never really seen that in the movies or the shows outside of him killing younglings, but that was pre-armor. So, and then also Rogue One, right? But that's like 30 seconds maybe, like. So we're getting a lot of ruthlessness in this part of the show, which I think is really cool. Tell me what the best part of the you said there was, you know, the flashback was the second best part. What's the best part for you? Is it towards the end?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing we get in this episode is motivation from Reva. Right, and we all kind of knew. Yeah,
we called this one pretty early on. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody did. That
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that was supposed to be pretty obvious.
Right, but we get more motivated. Like, we're like, well, why is she so just obsessed with Obi-Wan? Come to find out, she's using Obi-Wan to get to Vader. Right, she is seeking revenge against Anakin. That's how she knows Anakin is Vader, because Anakin stabbed her in the stomach on the night of Order 66. So she's using the path, she's using Leia, and she's using Obi-Wan to get to Vader, to find a certain point to strike at him. Oh. And so, you know, Obi-Wan figures this out. He tries to kind of use her, if you will, to get Vader to come to them, which he ends up doing because he knows that dude's ravaged with hate. So yeah, he's coming. And you know, I thought this was going to be the end of the path. Like, watching this scene, I was like, there's no way they're getting away. Like, maybe Obi-Wan and Leia, but no way the path is getting away.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I got a little emotional. Like, when the character that you're supposed to care about, but I really didn't give a shit until, like, she killed herself. Tala. Like, I was like, dude, that sucks. Like, she, you know, does the whole, like, I'm already shot, I'm gonna blow myself up. The robot freaking sacrifices himself to protect her. Like, I was borderline about to cry. Like,
wow, it was an intense scene.
Michael says, I liked when Anakin was hit Obi-Wan like Luke hit Vader in the last fight. with the over the head kind of hits when Obi-Wan was on the ground. Yeah, no, that was pretty dope. Patty, is it Riva or Reba, like the old show from? No, I'm pretty sure it's Riva.
It's Reva, yeah, with
Reva.
with a V.
With the V, but I get that.
I just picture an older redhead lady being a Jedi.
Now here you go.
It is literally Reba McEntire with that southern accent.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, the path.
Wait.
Is.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go for it.
What are Canadians doing watching Reba McEntire? That is the most southern backwoods hillbilly shit ever.
Well, don't they have southern hillbilly shit up in Canada? I'm sure they have that in Canada.
Okay, first of all, they do, but it's not the same.
It's no twang. What you're saying is there's no twang.
Have you ever seen that show that Matt and Corey watch all the time?
That is the most generic. I mean, what? I don't know.
Hey,
have you ever had that clear liquid that comes out of your refrigerator?
They literally talk about it 24/7. If you hang around them for a second, you would know what I'm talking about.
Clearly, I don't hang out with them because I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind.
Anyway, it's looking like the path is going to, get decimated, and Obi-Wan surrenders, right? And I think this was another one of these best lines. He gets captured, and Reva's like, "Got you, bitch." And he's like, she goes, "Vader's coming. Vader's coming for you." And he goes, "Vader's not coming for me. Like, I got him. Like, I forget how it was said. Yeah, I brought him to you, not the other way around." And I was like, "Oh, there you go. There it is."
Yep.
And then, like a dummy, and now maybe she wasn't dumb. We have the Beverly Hillbillies. See, look, see.
Huh?
It's coming up.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Did Reva intentionally let Obi-Wan get carted away into another part of the base, or was she just that naive?
Wait, say that again.
So Obi-Wan gets captured.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Then she's like, "Take him away," and they take him into another part of the base where no one can see him. Like, did she not think that he was gonna beat up the guards using the fucking Force and getting away? Like, or did she lay that trap intentionally?
Yeah, I think she laid that trap intentionally.
Okay, all right. Well, that should have been
also Letterkenny is what I was talking about.
Letterkenny. I've never heard of.
Never heard of Letterkenny?
No.
You have. You just don't. You're drawing the blank right now.
Anyway, Vader shows up. Dude's pieced. Or no, at first he's happy. He's like, "Good job." And then he goes in and sees the destruction. And I would have been like, "All right, Force choke, you're done." But he just, he's obviously like filled with rage. So he's just going to walk right through. And he goes through the entire tunnel system just to see a ship take off. And this is where we see OP Darth Vader, right?
This is like literally we get to this scene.
Yeah.
Where the ship is taking off. And I go, "God damn it, they're not going to do it. They're not going to." I was like, "They're not going to." This is the perfect opportunity for us to finally have an opportunity for Darth Vader to just flop it out and just show how powerful he is. We haven't seen that outside of comic books. And I was like, this is the perfect opportunity, and they're not going to do it. And the second he lifted his hand and grabbed that ship, I was just like,
yeah.
I was so thrilled that they finally had him. And it wasn't just like, oh, I can't really do it. He like caught that bitch blowing out. It's like where he was like, nope. It's like struggle for a second, and then he literally slams it down in one motion and then rips half of it away.
Yeah.
And it was just like that's what we needed.
And then after he rips the doors off, he looks through the window and boom, another spaceship takes off. They got away. Right? So revenge not had.
Not that, no.
And then, as he's scolding at his mistake, Reva goes in there like, "Well, I just saw you pull a spaceship down, but I'm pretty sure I can cut your head off."
Yeah, I'm totally going to get the move on you.
No. And so she tries to sideswipe, and it doesn't work. And we get the freaking battle between Reva and Vader, which, again, choreographics litty, just so good. The fight was awesome. And it was literally Vader again, but in a much more violent. He's playing with his food. He's just playing with his food.
Literally exactly what I was going to say.
Like,
it was just like way that he was just fucking around was, I mean, at one point it literally looked like he was doing like magic hands because he was just like, stop, go, now you're over there. Now
Yeah,
you're doing this. And you're like, wait, are they magicians now? Like, it was just so, but it was in a good way. Like, it was so perfect.
Yeah.
The way that he literally never once drew his own lightsaber.
No, not at all. He used the Inquisitor saber. At one point, he put it together, and then she was using it as a duel, and she was spinning it, and he slows it down with the Force, and she's like, "Oh, I fucked around and found out." Like it was badass. And then he basically, when he like knocked her down to the ground and was like, you never had a chance, youngling. I was like, oh, he remembers.
Of course he knows. Of course.
Yeah.
He knows.
And so he does the thing and he stabs her in the stomach just like he did as a youngling, and they kind of flashback between the two.
So I don't think he actually did that whenever she was a youngling.
Oh, do you think he missed?
There's no, he didn't. She was just paralleling the two. There's no fucking way a 5-year-old kid survives a lightsaber through the chest.
Maybe she's that strong in the Force, dude.
No. As a matter of fact, I was actually going to bring this up because
I thought she got stabbed in the stomach, not in the chest.
It doesn't matter. No one. Okay.
Okay.
Qui-Gon Jinn, one of the most powerful Jedis of his time, took a lightsaber in the belly and
directly
did not survive.
Middle. In the middle.
I don't care. I don't
in
care.
The middle.
If he's not living, the 5-year-old's not living. It's not happening. It's just not. It's not what happened.
Okay, but she's gonna live.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, I can forgive a lot of things, and I will even forgive this. But it makes me really sad when other people can survive horrifying lightsaber injuries, literally getting cut in half, like Darth Maul did, and Qui-Gon Jinn gets one little poke in the belly and it's like, oh, not gonna make it. Sorry, guys.
Well, okay, let's figure this out. So, Qui-Gon was directly belly button through the spine, right? Like, done. Whereas I feel like
Darth
this
Maul's spine was severed in half.
Okay. All right, but we know why Qui-Gon died. Right?
Why?
You know why.
Why?
Because
Liam Neeson didn't want to be in more than
Liam
one
Neeson
movie?
only wanted to be in one Star Wars movie. He didn't want to be in...
Well, which is why I'm not, like, upset about it. I'm just saying...
Okay.
What I'm saying, like, I'm not ever going to fault them for that, but I just wish that wasn't the case.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Well,
anyway. Who doesn't want more Qui-Gon Jinn?
I mean, obviously I do.
I'm honestly sad that we haven't seen him yet. We have to see him in the last
feel like we're going to see him, or at least we're going to hear his voice, which would suck, but we're going to get some form of presence by Qui-Gon.
I'll deal with voice.
Okay. Word's coming. I know it is. Did this... I know we're sidetracking here. Did they actually formally confirm that we're getting a second season of Obi-Wan, or is that still conjecture?
I have not heard, so I think it's still conjecture.
I know that HBO is making their own Jon Snow show after the books, so I figured that there was going to be more news about that. Oh, I just lived for that head eye roll. Oh my god, it was so tasty. Mwah. Anyway, we're not reviewing that.
I will not watch.
I might. Yeah, I'll make you watch it. Anyway, so Reva gets stabbed, and in her, breathing for life, dum dum dum. Grand Inquisitor's still alive. He takes the pin, and this is where I'm like, again, is this a move or is this just them being that arrogant? They let her, bleed out, if you will, on the floor.
Not bleeding.
Okay, you know what I mean? Just dying on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that intentional, or did we, are we waiting for her to find another crumb for us to follow to get to the path again? Because they don't have anything now. They have nothing.
Yeah, I think it's just a plot device.
Gotcha. So she'll catch up with them, and then Vader will come up behind her and then like really cut her in half, and then that'll be the end of Reva. Like.
No, I'm sure we'll see more of her. I'm just saying that the reason why they forgot about her is not because they actually would have. It's because they just couldn't think of a better way to keep her alive without Vader nixing her.
Gotcha. Well,
because I think Vader was smart enough to know that when you have an enemy, you put it down. And so I think like real Vader would have just cut her head off real quick after she was laying down.
Right. So interesting. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this is going. Star Wars is fake, killing too many characters, but Episode 5 was still awesome. Yeah, I mean, I see that. I get that. But it was still... I mean,
Star Wars is
Riva
fake killing too. Wait, what? Killing too many.
like meaning like, oh, she's dead, or Inquisitor's dead. Ah, he's back alive. Like
It's fake
you don't
killing too many characters.
Yeah, comic book comic book does. If you didn't see a body, they're still alive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I mean, like we know Tara's dead. Like she done blown up. And you know, that death was way more impactful than I thought it would be. I don't know why, but when that went down, I was just like, bro.
She was very much the symbol of the rebellion in this show. So
for sure.
You obviously
Anyway, show ends with Riva finding the broken transmitter of Organa, basically saying that, you know, I if you don't contact me, I'm going to Tatooine to pick up Luke. And all she heard was child Tatooine. I'm like, oh fuck.
right.
Right. James says she's gonna help Obi-Wan. We'll see. I hope so, but I don't think so. I think she's still gonna try to get her revenge, and it's gonna end up killing her even worse than what she is now, in my opinion. I think she's just
Still killing her worse than dead.
Yeah, like Vader, like you said, like Vader's gonna cut her head off. Like it's gonna be like, oh, good job, zoop, you know, and let's move on. I will be interested to see what Episode 6 brings. Obviously, it's the finale. You know, I think a lot of these shows kind of do this where the fans kind of build it up to have all these things that need to be answered, and they're kind of like, nah, we're just gonna do it this way. And so I have been enjoying the hell out of the show. It's been super fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm worried that I've already built up, like, they need to answer this and this and this and this and this, and it's not going to happen. And I just hope it doesn't. I mean, that's my own fault. It's not the show's
About to
fault.
say, I haven't done that at all. I literally am just like, yeah, what's next? What's going on? So.
Yeah, I know. I just want more. I guess that's the problem with me, is like, I want more, and I know that there are inklings that there might be a season 2 because of the reception that the show has gotten. And if that's the case, hell to the yeah. I'm all aboard. Let's go. And maybe we get a post-credit scene that says, you know, Obi-Wan will return to the Star Wars cinematic universe or some crap like that. Or will return, and I'd be happy about it. But overall, I was very pleased with Episode 5. I'd say that Episode 5 has been the strongest episode, I think. If I had to like rank the episodes, I think 5 is number 1.
Yep.
I don't know how to rank the other ones because they're all good. I just don't know how I would do it.
5 is 1, 1 is 2, 3 is 3, 2 is 4, and 4 is 5.
I think I get it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think, yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Kenobi Episode 5. Let us know. I mean, what did everybody think? Did you enjoy it? Are you excited for the finale? Do you not want it to end? I'm digging the hell out of this show, and I really truly believe that this whole thing that we're doing, this whole just dance that we're doing with these, you know, filling in the gaps, I think we're on the road within the next 7 to 8 years of redoing 4, 5, and 6. I really do, and I know that upsets people, and that's okay. I understand the frustration with that, but Disney, I think, is going to realize they have realized that they've got a set of characters, and they can fix some continuity errors with 4, 5, and 6, and really make it fun, you know, and you know, have the last Obi-Wan battle not be like a touch tips fight and be like a legit
I don't know if
fight.
that needs to change. I don't know if that needs to change.
I would like it to change. It's kind of anticlimactic to me. Like watching it now, like I go watch it again. It's just like, this kind of sucks. Like it sucks. Because then you go to the next fights and it's like, oh, those are legit, you know. But the Obi-Wan, it needs to be better. That's my opinion. Anyway, thanks again for watching. If you're watching this live, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, give us a like. You know, if you're watching this as a live show, we appreciate you watching. If you're watching as a past episode, thank you again for watching. Make sure to check us out on our other videos. We're going to do a Miss Marvel episode 2 review here in a bit. We also do comic book reviews on Sundays live, and we do new comic book day videos on Wednesdays, and we do comic book solicitation videos, which we have one coming up that we got to work on. Probably not tonight, but we'll figure it out. But again, we appreciate every single one of y'all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We do giveaways. You know the deal. If you don't, watch some other videos. You'll definitely figure out what we do, because we talk about it a lot. But we'll catch you guys in the next review. We'll see you for episode 6. As always, fam, even though this isn't a comic book show, we ask you to read more comics. Do it. We'll talk to you later. Do it. Actually, I'm going to do the outro. Yay, some normalcy. Stay tuned for our next episode.